So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to that honey hole, that, you know, mullet paradise that I found there on the coast, and I'm gonna catch me some finger mullet, and then I'm gonna take those finger mullet to the little sandbar that I saw out there, not too far from that beach. And I think I also saw some oyster beds, just or kind of like around that sandbar. It looks like there's some oyster beds there. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna free line or just anchor the bait down. I'll determine that when I get there. But I'm just gonna let the little finger mullet just swim around and just see what bites. You know, I think I'm gonna get something. Something tells me I'm gonna get something, man. So I'll see you all at the coast. Right here. Nope, that was not the mullet, that's a fish. What kind of fish? He's right here at me. God damn, don't swim on top of me, man. Oh, nice little redfish. Redfish on finger mullet. The bite is on. Tiny redfish. Not a very good size. Look at that cute little thing there. He's attacking the hell out of it. hooked now. Fucking bastard. Oh yeah. Little panhandle fishing, man. It's a different world down here in comparison to the Keys. I don't know if it's a trout or a redfish. What's cool about it is you don't have to worry about them seeing the line because it's muddy ass water. This is a bigger fish. This is a bigger, he's a little bigger. I think he's a redfish. He is a redfish. Ooh yeah. 2 reds from the shore. Finger mullet. Fucking 1 hour and 2 redfish. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Oh. Come on up here, buddy. Perfect. Spot. Yeah. All right, let me explain to you all what I'm doing. There's an oyster bed right there, right? And what I do is I get close to it, and then it's a strip that goes right here. And I'll fish like the front of it. If there's no bites, then I'll actually get onto the oyster bed and throw over it. And that's how I caught those 2 redfish. First time me ever being here. And now that the tide's high, I'm almost up to my armpits. And I can't even see the oyster bed anymore. But I think that's it right there, so I'm gonna go ahead using mullet about that size. And I'm just gonna hit this side of the oyster bed real quick before I walk up there to see if there's anything there. Free line, no weights, nothing. Okay, 2 redfish, 1 trout. Let me just take a look at you, boy. That's a nice one right there. That is a nice trout. Good take-home trout. Ooh, he didn't like that at all. He didn't like that at all. Come on, man. People want to see you. They want to see you. That's a caught fish right there. Yeah, baby. Oh man. Just like in Key West, man, the only one out here catching fish. The only one. hell is that? That's a trout. That's a good size one. Is that a trout? No, that's a redfish. There's another little redfish. Ugh. Ooh. Okay. Let's just go ahead and bring his ass right back. Yeah, little redfish. Put you right back in. Well, there you go. Oh man, got one bar left. I just realized that I had the settings on the brighter setting for the camera, so I hope that it doesn't blur everything up. I guess we'll see. Anyway, yeah, that's a good spot right there. That's well worth the drive. So I got 3 redfish, 1 nice trout, and I had like 3 or 4 strikes somewhere. One I think was definitely a shark or something. It was a toothy fish. Whereas the other ones, they just didn't get hooked for whatever reason and just ended up killing the bait. And one time the redfish or whatever dragged it through the rocks, dragged the line through the rocks, and it just snapped on the rocks. You know, that's why I run this 30-pound test mono, because it can actually withstand the rocks more than something lighter. A lot of times I will look at the mono and it'll be all frayed up after I get done catching a fish because they're dragging it through those rocks. So you got to run it a little heavy, man, when you're running these oyster beds, I'm telling you. And the water here is just mud water from all the rivers, so it doesn't really matter. You know, you don't have to run like extremely light line. And you know, when I first came out here, I had like fluorocarbon, and of course that shark or whatever took it. And I said, you know what, it's just so muddy out here, it doesn't even matter. You know, even if it's a 1 foot of water, it doesn't matter. So I've been running this entire time, I've been running just straight up mono, 30-pound test, red mono, and catching them up. So that was pretty fun. Hope you all enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was awesome. This was an awesome weekend. I demoed that boat. I purchased that boat. I found an awesome spot to catch mullet for the tarpon season, which is coming up in a month. And I found a good fishing spot from land. This is probably the best fishing spot from land that I found up here so far. So really kick ass. I gotta try some other areas from land, but once I get that kayak, I probably won't even bother. All right, catch you all later.